Hello guys, welcome back. Okay, so we did the application on the other video, and in this video we're going to do the filing. I'm separating the videos like that just because, well, it's gonna be a long video, so we don't want a big long video. I'm just gonna go down with you guys a little bit of what I use. Okay, so when I first started off, I used to use a 150, right, to shape and everything. But what happened was this is a little fine. So it would take me forever, and my freaking wrist and my finger will be hurting. And I'm talking about like pain like no other. So I was like, damn, like there has to be a different way, right? So somebody gave me a tip and said, use an 80/80. I said, use an 80/80 to shape and everything. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you pain, and you're going to do better. So pretty much I use the 180, then I use 150 to finalize like my filing. Just give it a little extra, kind of like insurance kind of thing. So what we're going to do is I want to also show you guys, okay, I do not promote Macar Pro. I just want to let you guys know that I just use a lot of other products, and I'm just sharing with you what works for me. I have the Macar Pro bit kit. So you're going to use all of these. Maybe not that one. I haven't really used that one, but I have used all of these. And it's the same concept as a file. All it is the same thing, just in a bit. So you're going to have your medium bit with an M. That's kind of going to be like your 150, your 180, your 100, kind of like that. That's going to be your medium, right? And then your fine, which is the one I have right here, it also has an F on it, is going to be more of like your 240, a little bit of the 180 kind of thing. And then you have your coarse, which is definitely going to be your 80/80, okay? This one right here is mainly more for like the cuticle area, or like even if you get a little polish, you can still use that too. Like, you know how sometimes you get a little gel polish and kind of cures it a little funny and you can't get it off the skin or something? Well, you're not supposed to get it on the skin, but if you do accidentally get it on the skin, this one is very good to use. You use it at a setting of like number 1, and you just file a little bit off. This one can be used for the cuticle as well, like around it. I haven't used too much of it, but I think you can also do kind of like a fill on it. And this one I use for underneath my nail because I like to give it that C shape and that, nice cleanup underneath. It just makes it feel, I don't know, makes it feel better, nice and crispy. And like I said, this one, okay, so I use this one because it has a round little circle on the tip that is so nice. When you go in and do that cuticle, it does not cut your client. So that's really good. This one doesn't have it, but it does the same thing as these. The ones with the little ball on top, it does exactly the same thing. I don't know the names of all of them by heart, but just want to give you guys a quick little rundown, okay? Same concept with the file with the drills, okay? Now I got my ceramic bits, which same thing like my other bits, except these are more mainly used for like clients that are a little bit sensitive, I've been told. I haven't had any really clients that are really, really sensitive, but yes, these are nice as well. Same thing, same concept. Obviously your files are not reusable, but your bits, you have to really disinfect them and use your disinfectant liquid and everything. It's a whole process. Maybe I can do a video on it if you guys are curious on how you disinfect your bits. If you don't know yet, I can help you with that. I already went and filed a few, and I already drilled a few. So I'm just going to show you guys. There's like this thing called like the 5, I don't even know the name of it, but it's like, I call it 5 files. I don't know. You're going to file here, and you're going to file here. You're going to file the middle, right? The tip. And you're going to file underneath like this, and you're going to file in the other side underneath, okay? When you are filing like this, you want to use your file like a ruler, like, those rulers you used to give out at school, or like you used to buy to go to school and stuff like that. That's how I see my ruler. I mean, my file. I see it like a ruler. Every time I file, I always line it up and make sure that I'm filing the correct way. When you're about to file right here, you want to tilt it just a tad bit because you want to be able to get the little bulky sides, up here on the cuticle. You don't want it to look too fat and too bulky, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to line it up así y le vas a dar. Okay, you're gonna file, but tipping it a little bit, tilting it, I'm sorry, a little bit in, okay? You're not gonna go in there because then you're gonna end up cutting your client and it's just gonna look nasty too. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it tight. You can put your finger right here if you want to for some support. Make sure you're holding that finger and that nail down of the client like this, or you can go like this as well. But you're gonna go ahead and go nice and straight. And then you're gonna do the same thing for this one right here. Except I can't put my finger here because I don't think you guys can see. But you're gonna have to like hold her nice right here, right? And you're gonna go up and down, tilt it a little bit, okay? Nice and straight. Now when you look at it and you see that there's not a lot of bulkiness, one trick that I like to do is kind of like, obviously I can't go like this to my client, right? So I kind of just get her nail and kind of go like this. If I see that there is acrylic sticking on the sides, then I know I got to keep filing that side. Okay? You want to make it as even as possible. You're not, one side can't look bigger than the other. So because I saw that this side needed a little bit, I'm just going to go ahead and file here. Okay? Like I said, this is your first step, is filing this side like this. Then you're going to go to the other side. Okay? And then you're going to go right on the tip. You want this as flat as you can with the file. You're not going to go up. You're not going to go down. You're not going to go like this. You're definitely going to have to file like that. Okay? Nice and straight. Now, you're going to grab your client's finger, right? And you're going to tilt it this way. Always ask your client, like, does it hurt? ¿Te duele? How you feeling? You feeling comfortable? All right, go ahead and continue. You want to make sure that that's lining up right there on the side, okay, underneath. You're going to go underneath. You're not going to go in and start filing right here and just dig, because then you're going to end up having a big-ass divot right there, and it's not going to look cute. And then your client's going to notice it and be like, damn, like that just does not look right, okay? So again, you're going to go ahead and measure that and make sure that this right here is flat. If it's not flat and it's looking like it needs to be even, all you're going to file is just the tip pushing up. That's what we're filing. We're not going to dig up in there. All right. Same thing right here. You're going to look at it. And if it's looking a little like it needs a little bit more, because the point is to bring this up and line it up parallel to the nail. Parallel. Damn. Parallel. I can't even say it. Parallel to the nail. Y'all know what I mean. So right here. Okay. Straight up and just going in there like this. Okay. Not going to dig up in there just like that until that is completely up and she is looking nice and straight. That's what you're going to do. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it and that's all, okay? I already went and filed the rest. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into the drill. So I like to do a 1 real quick just to do like a little preview and see how like, damn, Manuela is looking ratchet. Do a 1 and see how like your client is feeling. She says she's feeling good, no pain, no heat, no nothing. Then I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to a 6, okay? I'm bumping it to a 6. We're going to bring Manuela a little closer. And then what I like to do is I like to start from here and file all the way down. When I am filing, I am going to go like parallel to the nail and everything. I'm not going to be making divots and holes and everything. Number 1 key is to anchor that pinky. You need to have some support because the drill is going to have power where it's going to go around and it's going to cut your client like that. It's going to go around and cut her, and that's not good. So what you want to do is you're going to bring it a little bit up and then you're going to bring it down. Up and down, okay? Again, up and down. We're just debulking, all right? We're not gonna do nothing crazy. We're just debulking. Sometimes you don't even need to go all the way up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I like to stay down here and I like to debulk and I like to debulk a little bit, then I bring it up a little bit, and then I bring it back down. Okay. Again, we're going to go ahead and keep following it like that. And then I'm going to stop. I'm going to take a look. Looks like it needs a little bit. I'm going to compare it to the two, right? Because you need to compare. You want to make sure they're all the same thickness. No, remember, you want it as thick as a credit card. If you need a pinche credit card to compare it and have it right here next to you, go for it. Whatever works for you, but know that it has to be thicker than a credit card. That's it. Okay? So to me, she needs a little bit more. See that? See how like it went like that? I'm going too fast. So now I kind of have to feel like, okay, I got to slow it down a little bit. And I have to make sure I'm using my pinky to support myself. Okay, it looks like she looks good. Once you have done that and you feel like, okay, she's looking pretty good, obviously it's going to look like a dent in there, right? You just got to go and file straight down. You're filing straight down, up and down like this. Drag it down. Try to make it as even as possible. You don't want to leave no lines up in there, okay? You want to make it look nice and even. Now, right here is where I stop and I look at it. Well, it looks like I got to get more on this side. So then I go like this. I'm looking at it, but I'm also using my drill. Okay. Looks like it needs some more on this side too. Now remember, don't go too hard. Don't be pressing hard and stuff like that, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna be leaving dents, little divots, little dents and stuff, and it's not gonna look cute. It's gonna look crappy. You don't want that, right? The point is we're trying to make perfect nails here. Okay. Sorry, you guys can't see nothing. How can I teach if you can't see? Okay. Remember, grab her nail. Obviously, you're not going to bend her nail, right? You're just going to grab and kind of look like that. It's called the barrel of the nail. You want to go ahead and you want to look the barrel of the nail. You want to compare them all. You want them to look identical. Sometimes I get blinded by this light, so I got to kind of like go like this. Pero we'll get it. We'll get it. Okay. All right. Let's see, I'm looking at it. It looks like she's got a couple of little lines there. So I'm just going to do really soft. I'm not going to go all crazy. Then you're going to grab the client's hand like this, right? And you want to get into that cuticle. But because this is a silicone hand, it's going to be a little difficult. But I promise next time I'm going to do one myself. And I feel like that's going to be just a way better video. So you're going to go like this. Very soft. Again, I'm going to show you one more time. I only do this one time. I only go around the cuticle one time, maybe two if it's big and I need to debulk more. But I don't want to debulk too much on my cuticle and in my apex bead, because then it's going to be looking flat. And not just that, it's like the apex bead, it's supposed to be for you know, that's where if you take a hit, that's where it's going to break. I don't want that to be thin. So again, tilt around, okay? Then you're going to feather. You're feathering. We're not going all crazy and freaking going hard. We're feathering. See that? Okay. Perfect. Again, same with the thumb. You want to grab the client's hand like this. You want to anchor that pinky. Don't be going too fast because that's going to go around, okay? please let me know if I'm teaching you correctly or anything. I'm not a very good teacher. I just want to show people here that are new nail techs, you know, like if you're struggling, this is what I'm doing and this is what's working for me and this is how I'm executing my sets. This is how I'm getting my stuff done. Like, if you want me to be more thorough with it, I can. I can explain it more thoroughly if you need me to. But it's all up to you. I want y'all to learn because I know how hard it was. By all means, I'm not a teacher, but one day I would love to be a teacher, but you know, doing nails and stuff like that. Because I want to help those new nail techs out there that, damn, man, they struggling. Because I used to struggle like a mother. Okay. Like I said, you got to be looking at your work. You can't just go in there and just start filing and thinking it's going to be, oh, yeah, it's going to be good. You have to stop and look at your work. I like to compare them, you know, make sure they're looking like the same thickness because you got to make them all look the same. And it's crazy because you're trying to put something so perfect on an imperfect nail. So, you know, you got to be very thorough with it. Look at me, thorough. But yes. Okay, she's looking pretty good right there for me. Again, long strokes down. Don't go all crazy up and down. All we are doing is doing it like this. Nice long strokes. And I'm not even pressing hard. So don't think you have to press hard. You press hard, you're going to leave some really, really nasty looking lines. And if you do end up having them little nasty lines, try to go back in there really, really lightly to kind of blend it in. If you know what I mean. Oh, sorry. I have an itch. Sorry. Oof, I had a bad itch. Okay. My drill turned off on me. Sorry, guys. Okay. Back. We are back. Okay. Like I said, nice long strokes down. That's why I like this bit, the fine bit. I don't need no coarse bit. Then you're going to kind of look at it like this and bring it up a little bit. Like I said, don't bend her finger, right? Nomás like this un poquito. And you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, okay, looks like I need a little bit more on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it in to make sure it looks good. Just like that. Perfect. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go in with that 80. And then you're going to go on the sides. The key here is you want to have long strokes where it is going all the way to that cuticle, okay? That's why it's very important to edge your files so you don't cut your client. You want it to be nice and flat. Don't be, oopsies, don't be picking up flat. It looks like I'm picking it up, but I'm not. Okay, then you're gonna go on this side. I promise I'm gonna show you guys in my actual hand. This is very hard to do on this silicone hand because the tip keeps coming off. So please bear with me. I know y'all nail techs out there probably watching me be like, oh, that's not how you do it. Well, girl, it's hard to work in these conditions, all right? Then you're going to go all the way down, okay? All the way down. You don't have to go slow. If you feel like you got to go fast and get it done, go ahead and go a little fast. You want to make sure there is like no like shiny part at all. You want to make sure that that is like nice and filed. Like nice and down filed. Perfect. Next, same thing. want to make sure you're over on that cuticle. Long strokes, long strokes. Okay, now the other side. Make sure it's flat. Then you're gonna come to the middle. Okay, if you need to move your finger, move it. I usually always grab my client like this, but because I have these tips, it's very difficult. See how if I go this way, I just can't do it. Not with this. Not with this hand. Okay. You want to make sure there is like no shine on there, okay? Same thing with this finger. Nice long strokes. Ooh. Just playing, y'all. Nice long strokes, and make sure you're going around that cuticle. Like that. Not the cuticle, pero you know what I mean, right there. Okay, some people hold their file like this, right? One finger here, one like this, and they go down. You can do that too. You can do whatever works best for you. For me, for right now, because of this hand being like this, I have to go like this because the tips are going to fall off of it. So, there you go. Now let's do the other finger. Remember, you're doing long strokes because you want to go around that. So long strokes down to the side. Oh, yeah. Miss those Beaches tips. Man, that's why I tell y'all, be careful what you buy because, yeah, either you're going to make it hard on yourself or not. One of the two. I find that this is a little hard. But like I said, just go all the way and then just bring it down. Oh, my hand hurts. My hand hurts because I have to hold this damn pinche tip down. Okay. Last one. Like this. Long strokes up. Okay, next hand. Remember, it looks like I'm kind of going up, but I'm not. I'm keeping that flat as I can because if you go up and then you keep it flat and then up and then flat, you're going to have these little bumps and it's just not going to look cute. It's going to look ugly, y'all. It ain't going to look cute. Okay. His hand. Like I said, some people go like this. I do this when it's an actual hand, but beautiful. All right, I kind of look at them. This is the time I kind of just look at them and make sure they're looking okay. If they're looking good for me and they're looking all right, cool, then I kind of turn them around. You want to turn it around and you want to look at them like this, okay? This is the view that your client's going to be looking at those nails, okay? Very, very important to not miss this step because then they go home and they're looking at them like this. See how this one's looking a little kind of sideways and stuff? Like I said, it's hard to work with this because these tips, like, they slip off. You know what I mean? So it's very hard. But I feel like maybe I can fix that. So what I do is I just go like this. Okay? This is what I do. And it helps because then I know that is the angle that the client is going to be looking at. So I know that if I see them looking flawless like this, she's gonna think they look flawless too. Let me show you. So I'm gonna show you this way. Normally I go this way because you really can't really see me. All I'm doing is just filing the sides, okay? Keeping it straight and filing to make it look perfect. Beautiful. Okay. This one looks pretty good too. Don't forget this one. This is the perfect time too to go flat on the tip and just kind of go down like that, or go this way. Because like I say, your client's gonna be looking at them. You want them to look nice and crisp. Okay. If anybody knows a better way, please let me know. This is what I got down so far. I'm just sharing my tips and tricks of what I find it easier for me as a new nail tech. Damn, look at that. They're looking nice. So yeah, because I know there's going to be some trolls up in there saying that's not how you do it. Okay, well, this is what works for me. Might work for someone else, might not. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think? Is she looking nice? Is she gonna get a man tonight? Is she gonna get a hubby? Hubby like a chubby? Okay, so then what I do is I go in with this bit right here. This bit I clean up underneath and I kind of shape my nail just a little bit more. And I go on a number 1, okay? Setting number 1. What I do is I look at my nail and then I kind of give it a nice little cleanup at the bottom. Not too much. You don't want to mess it up, okay? See that how I kind of give it a little nice cleanup? Obviously, I turn my client's hand and then I clean up underneath. I like to do this because, oops, see that? I need to anchor that pinky. I feel like this cleans it up and gives me more of a nicer shape too. Perfect. Same thing here. Okay, same thing with this one. I hope you guys can see that. And this is for like if you want to do a taper square, okay? Well, I actually clean them up for all of them, any shape really. Okay. Oh, look at that pretty C curve. Okay. Okay. Turn her hand. Oh wait, se me cayó la tip. All right, she right there. And like I said, I clean up. You don't have to do this if you don't want to do this. This is me just being picky now. But it makes it look pretty too. It gives it a nice, you know, it feels good underneath it. The client likes it. I've done this to my clients and they tell me, damn, I've never had nobody clean my nail underneath. You know what I mean? Like it makes them feel good too because you want these nails to look flawless, right? Put in the extra work. Now, if you're like trying to rush through it, then probably skip this step if you want to. If you have another client coming and you're like, you're in a time frame, then skip it if you want to. Go ahead. You can do that. To each his own, right? And this is not going to make your nail super thin. If you do this underneath, this nail is not going to break. I've done this. I'm hard on my nails and they're still on. Okay. So just take off the excess. And then what I like to do, we got 2 more steps. Is this one and 1 more. Go in with your sanding band, your 180. Same thing you did with with the drill that we used, the first drill you're gonna do here. But this is gonna be just a little faster. What we're doing is we're just kind of blending the whole nail, making sure there's no imperfections or anything like that. Remember, do not stay in a long spot with your drill because you will burn your client, okay? Make sure you seal in that cuticle very good. You still have to go around with it with a sandband because then that's just going to seal it. Okay, it's going to have no lifting like that, anything like that. So okay, now you're gonna go same technique, same steps, you know, and then around that cuticle, just like so, and the next. Some of you are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's doing so much filing, so much drilling, but they're gonna look good. If you're in a time frame, go ahead and, you know, skip some steps if you want to. But I guarantee you that maybe your set ain't coming out how it's looking because you're not doing some of these steps. Okay? So you go ahead and do what fits for you. I'm not here to judge. I'm just showing everybody what I know and what I've learned. So yeah. And then right here, like I said, same technique, same steps, same everything. Cuticle has to be sealed, guys, okay? Seal that cuticle. Sealing it's gonna help you. Last one, same thing. Cuticle. Oopsies. See how you gotta anchor that thumb right there? Si no, se te va a ir la vaina. And then right here, make sure you're tilting your client's finger. You make sure you're washing. Make sure you're looking at your stuff, like what you're working on. Don't be afraid to look at it. I used to be like, oh my God, okay, I got it. La, 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 la. No. Just like so. Now that we did that, now that it's sealed, now that she's good to go, this is the part that I come in with my 150. I don't file a lot. I just kind of give it a nice little okay. Little insurance. Okay. File right here. Like I said, some of you are going to be like, oh my God, so much filing. Yes, if I want it crispy, my clients love it. All right. My clients love when I do this. Don't complain to me about me taking long because I am a home-based nail tech. So if you're going to come to me, I'm going to give you the best quality work I can give you. And if that means I'm going to take a minute, then I'm going to take a minute with you if you are okay with it. You know, now if you're in a rush, I'm going to cut some corners, right? I'm not going to cut important corners, but I'm going to cut me some corners. Okay. Wow. Qué bonita. I love the shape. It's coming out so pretty. Like I said, if you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. I like to do it because I like my nails to look super crisp. Crispy, crackly croon. Right? Okay. Wow, these look so pretty. I'm going to be using my blooming gel and I'm going to see if I can make some pretty hearts. Ooh, it's going to look nice. But that's going to be for the next video, guys. So if you want to stick, if you stuck this far, might as well stick for the next one. So remember I said these tips just fall. These are not meant for like practicing acrylic. These are more like, these hands are more for your display, for your work. I'm very proud of myself. I came a long way. I used to struggle and struggle, my friend. Hey, beautiful. Then you're gonna go ahead and just clean her up. Like I said, this hand obviously is silicone, so you can't really take it all off. Give her a nice little cleanup and then just give her a nice little one more look like this, making sure they're all looking nice. Okay, they're looking all nice and square and beautiful and shaped. Let's see here. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know down below si te gustan o no te gustan. That's all right. That's okay. All right. So then what I like to do, and there's a lot of like hate out there about it, which I feel like I'm probably gonna get hate for it. I like to go with my cuticle oil and my buffer, right? I just want it to be nice and smooth and everything. You don't have to do this. You can just go in and buff it if you want to go ahead and buff it. You don't even have to buff it. A lot of people don't even use the buffer no more, and they just skip it. I like to do it. That's just me, okay? A lot of people are going to tell you, oh no, this is going to cost lifting. I'm going to tell you right now, I have not had no problem with lifting. My retention for my nails right now is sitting at 5 to 6 weeks. And now I'm going to do another video of how I keep them that long, for that long, like how they stay that long. It's, you guys are going to be amazed. You're going to be like, wow, that's going to be your holy grail. And that's another video coming. So I like to just put a little bit. I don't need to go all crazy with it. Just a little bit. Remember, you need to edge on these two. I'm going to use the rough side and then the soft side. Okay. Rough side always is first. Okay. Some of my clients ask me to buff their nails because some of them don't like to be too pointy. Me personally, I love the feeling of like the pointiness, but some people don't. A lot of the men complain and be like, oh no, too sharp. That's okay. I buff for you, honey. I do for you. Okay. Remember, rough side first. Then you're going to go ahead and do your soft side, okay? Just like that. Flip it over. You could just tell the difference already. How shinier and softer it feels and looks. Okay? Like I said, a lot of people gonna hate me for this because there's a lot of hate on it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, about how you don't buff the nail with oil. Well, to me, it works because what I do after is I just spray with alcohol, and then I can go ahead and do my art or my polish, whatever works for me. You know, do what works for you. If people are gonna hate on it, they're gonna hate on it, to be honest. You know, do what works best for you. If you feel like these are too many steps, see which ones you want to cut out, which ones you feel like feels fit for you. Just try it out. You know, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna hurt nothing if you try it. Now I'm gonna do my last one. Remember, rough side first. I always have to feel it because I'm like, damn, which one's the So you ain't gonna be no goofy doing it. You know, I do it too. So yeah. Let's see. See how like it just looks so much nicer. Look at that. Oh gosh. Girl, where you been at my whole life? All right. So there we go. This is filing and using your drill and the buffing part. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, like below. I think they look beautiful. And these are not even, like I said, my to-go-to tips. All right, these are not my taper square tips. With my taper square tips, this looks way more sharper. But these are some tips to help you guys. And stay tuned for more because we're gonna have more, okay? Thank you for watching. Bye.